Hello everyone, welcome to the RGB LED control tutorial part 2. In part 1 we have seen how to simulate the RGB lights in Tinkercad. Tinkercad is a simulation tool, and we built this circuit simulation, and then this was the outcome: red, blue, green and white. In part 2 we will construct the actual RGB LED circuits, and then we will write Arduino code, and then finally we will test the RGB LED outputs. Okay, in order to construct the RGB LED circuit, we need breadboard, we need Arduino, any kind of Arduino, but in my case I'm using Arduino Uno, and also the RGB LED. So the RGB LED has 4 terminals, and then one of them is long, so the longest terminal will be ground in the case of common cathode construction, and it will be positive in the case of common anode. So in my case I'm using common cathode RGB, so the longest pin is ground. So the first pin is red, the second pin is ground, the third pin is green, and then the last pin will be blue. Okay, and also we need resistors. Ideally 220 ohm resistor will be good, but I have 200 ohm resistor and it should work fine, so this is 200 ohm resistor. And also we need jumper wires. I have 4 jumper wires. It doesn't have to be color coded, but we need 4 jumper wires. And also we need a programming cable to load the code onto your Arduino. Okay, I just paused the video and I started the construction. So here is my RGB. Here is resistor number 1, resistor number 2 and resistor number 3. And here is my red wire, green wire and blue wire. So if you have watched part 1 of my video, we have already discussed that red pin will be on pin 9 of the Arduino. Okay, and then the green pin will be on pin 10 of the Arduino. You can use any PWM pin, but this is just for example. And also the blue wire will be on pin 11 of the Arduino. Okay, one more thing, the ground wire. I'm gonna connect my ground here, and I don't need a resistor for the ground, so I'm gonna go straight to the ground pin of the LED. Okay, the next step is uploading the code into the Arduino. So let me just disconnect the ground wire, and then let me grab my USB port. Alright, the other end is connected to the laptop. So now let's go to the code. Okay, now we are inside the Arduino IDE, and this is the sketch that we're going to be using. So we start the sketch by defining the pins we used to connect the common cathode RGB LED to Arduino. Here we have blue pin connected to 11, green pin connected to 10, and red pin connected to 9. Okay, you have to take a note that these pins need to be PWM, or pulse width modulation. Okay, that's why I picked 9, 10, and 11. Okay, here is the setup. Okay, inside the setup, we set all our LED pins to be outputs. Blue pin output, green pin output, and red pin output. Okay, here is the main loop. Inside the main loop, we are going to be calling one function multiple times. FK color control 1. This is the function that we're going to be calling. Okay, let's go to the function and see what it looks like, and we will be back. Okay, the function is FK control 1, and then the parameters that you need to enter when you call the function is red, green, and blue. These are the parameters that we need to give value. Then we're calling an existing function called analog write, and then set red pin to be red, green pin to be green, blue pin to be blue. Whatever value you give it to the function will be passed here. Okay, this value can be from 0 to 255. Okay, after that it's a simple matter of passing these three color values to the main function here. For example, here 255 0 0. So this is red, this is green, and this is blue. So in this case we need red, and then in this case 0 255 0, which will give you green, and in this case 0 0 255, which will give you blue. And also if you combine all those three colors, you will get white. Okay, and we are going to be calling this function every 1 second. Okay, we're gonna turn on red, wait 1 second, turn on green, wait another 1 second, turn on blue, wait 1 second, and then turn on white, wait 1 second. Okay, here is a different way of calling the same function, but instead of passing a number, you can just say random number from 0 to 255. So a random number will be generated and will be assigned to red, to green, and to blue, and then you'll get a combination of these three colors. But for now we're not gonna be using this, that's why I put them inside comment. Okay, so this is the code. Now we are going to load this code to Arduino. The first thing we need to do is we have to make sure we are connected to the right microcontroller. In my case it's Arduino Uno, and if you have a different Arduino you can pick from this list. And also the COM port. In my case my Arduino is connected to COM10, so I'm good, but this is different in your case. Alright, now the next step is just to go ahead and debug it. Click on verify, and then it will take a couple of minutes, and then it will say done compiling. 9 out of 10. If this debug is not working, it might be because of your port selection or your microcontroller selection. Okay, now let's upload the code. This is upload button, and then you see here in the status bar, now it's compiling, and then once the compiling is done it will say upload and then done uploading. Okay, we are done from the Arduino sketch section. Now we're gonna go to the Arduino microcontroller and our setup, and we will see the output. Okay, now the code is uploaded, and I'm gonna connect the ground wire, and we're gonna see the LED, the RGB light changing colors. I know it's gonna be hard to capture it through a camera, but let's see. Okay, this is blue, red, white, off, blue. Yep, it's changing, but I can see that the camera is not really showing the actual color. Okay, all right, let's try one more thing. I'm gonna pause the video and I'm gonna replace the connection of this RGB. I'm gonna make it on a wire, and we'll try to reflect it on a white surface. If that works better, I will be right back. Okay, I just replaced the connection. I put them on a wire so that I can reflect it to a white surface. Let me go ahead and connect the ground, and let's see. Okay, I got green, blue, white, red, green, blue, white, red. Okay, this is all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.